Hello and welcome back to the Tomarosa. Thought I'd take a few minutes and talk to you about our calving schedule. Seasonal calving means that they all calve at the same time, which is very handy for management because we have calving all in a pretty small window, so we get that dealt with and over with. The calves are all close to the same age, so we can manage them all together in groups. And it allows us to dry off all the cows at the end of their lactation together, so then we get a few months off every year and they get a few months off every year from milking, so everybody gets a nice break. We have been calving in the spring, and that was our original intention, and that's worked out pretty well for us, but over the years our calving window has, for various reasons, kept getting pushed back. And even though, you know, spring seems like a good time to calve, it does present some challenges, especially with the wild weather swings that we have here, where, I mean, we'll go from the 80s, you know, daytime's highs, and then the next week, you know, it'll be below freezing again. And that's normal here, and we love it. We love the seasons. But one of the things we're exploring, because our calving has been getting a little bit later and later each year, is actually going to a fall calving. So we're looking at a fall calving probably in the September, October range. We do want to be early enough so that the calves have a good footing under them before we get into winter. As far as our calf sharing management, it'll work well because the calves will be with their mamas, you know, initially 24/7 during those first few months. And then as we go into winter, we start separating them at night. It'll be late winter, early spring when we wean, which will be good because then we'll be going back on grass. And the cows will also be lactating when we have the best grass. Right now we have great grass, but we've only calved one cow, and the rest are due for another 4 weeks. And so, you know, they're missing out on that. So, you know, we mapped everything out on a calendar, and I think for us, you know, it's important to stay seasonal, but I think a fall calving, which isn't unheard of, might be a better fit for us and will allow us to reset our schedule. And it'll also give us a couple months off in the heat of summer, which will be nice. Because it's hard on us and it's hard on the cows. What that also means for fall calving is I also won't be breeding in the heat of summer when it's 110 degrees. Instead, I'll be breeding in the winter. So lots of different reasons. We want to give it a try, and we'll see if it works, because everything's a science experiment on a farm. Not grass.